After giving you a good foundation of what tapping is, now is the time to dig a little deeper and see what more tapping can do for you. In today's video, we're going to discuss 3 different ways tapping can be used other than the basic method. If you like today's video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share. Hi, my lovelies. My name is Leigh, and welcome to Personal Development with Leigh, where my goal is to give you strategies to live a better life. As I explained in the introduction, today we're going to discuss 3 different other ways to use tapping in order to achieve your goals. The 3 methods are called the direct tapping technique, or name the event, the tell the story technique, and the movie technique. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to break each one of the methods down, then I'm going to give you an example of each one. So if you'd like to take a look at my older video that goes more in depth on the basics of tapping, I will put a link in the top of the video and one in the description box. I'd like to give you a brief introduction of tapping before we go into the 3 different methods. So tapping is also referred to formally as emotional freedom technique. You'll hear people call it EFT or tapping like I do. EFT was created by Gary Craig, and what tapping essentially is it's a method for you to release things such as pain, both physical and emotional, limiting beliefs, repressed emotions, fears, emotional distress, anxiety, and triggers. It can also help you release deeper trauma such as phobias and post-traumatic stress disorder, which is also known as PTSD. The way that tapping works is that you tap on specific points called meridian points on the face and upper body. Tapping is also referred to as psychological acupressure because the meridian points that you tap on are also some of the meridian points that are used in acupuncture. The difference between acupuncture and tapping is that with acupuncture, you use needles to put pressure on the points, and with tapping, you use your fingers. Okay, so now we're going to go through the points. So it starts with a setup statement, and the setup statement is done on the karate chop point of the hand, which is this part of the hand, because this is the part that you use to karate chop when you do karate. So you tap on this 3 times. Then it goes to the top of the eyebrow, then the side of the eye, the underside of the eye, below the nose on top of the lip, below the bottom lip on the chin, then the collarbone, and then below the armpit on the side, and then the top of the head. Okay, so there are 5 steps, 1 round of tapping. The first is you're going to identify the issue. So you need to think about what issue it is that you want to clear or get rid of, and then you're just going to name it, like say an argument I had last night with Julie. Okay, step number 2 is we're going to measure the intensity of the issue. So what you're going to do is speak the issue out loud, and you're going to rate your feelings on a scale of 1 to 10, which is called a subjective units of distress scale. So when you speak the issue out loud, you're going to place your awareness inside and see what the intensity of your feelings are. So if it's 0 or 1, that's little or no feeling, or a 10, which is it's really bad. So once you do the subjective units of distress scale, you're going to do it twice during the sequence. You do it at the beginning to rate the intensity of your feelings, and then you're going to do it a second time at the end in order to rate the relief you feel. Step 3 is a setup statement. So the setup statement is a statement that you're going to create yourself based on the issue at hand that you want to release. So the setup statement serves 3 purposes. The first one is to get you to acknowledge the issue. The second one is to accept yourself in spite of the issue. And then the third is it primes your subconscious to let go of or release the pain. So what you're going to do is you're going to create this statement and you're going to tap on your karate chop point 3 times and repeat the statement 3 times. So, for instance, even though I had that fight with Julie last night, I deeply and completely love, honor, accept myself, and forgive myself. Okay? Even though I had the problem with Julie last night, the fight with Julie last night, and I feel real bad about it, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Okay? Even though I had the problem with Julie last night, I deeply and completely love, honor, accept myself, and forgive myself. Okay. Even though it's not mandatory, it's good to start your setup statement with even though and end it with I accept myself or I accept how I feel. So after tapping on the karate chop point 3 times with the even though statement, the next thing you're going to do is tap through the points. So what you want to do is you want to take the even though and I accept myself off the statement. So for instance, I would say, I'm upset about the fight that I had with Julie last night. So you're going to start at the top of your eyebrow and tap through all the points and end at the top of your head. Example. The fight that I had with Julie last night really upset me. I can't believe I had the fight with Julie. That fight with Julie last night really, really upset me. I don't understand what happened. It really, really, really upset me. The fight that I had with Julie last night. Oh, that fight that I had with Julie last night really upset me. The fight that I had with Julie last night really, really upset me. So you want to take a deep breath at the end of when you finish tapping at the top of your head. And then you're going to say the statement again. That fight I had last night with Julie. And then go through your awareness and see what you would rate how you're feeling on the SUD scale. Each round of tapping will eliminate the intensity of the feeling until it's completely gone. The goal here is to completely eliminate any distress you're feeling around the issue. If you find that the distress is not completely eliminated, then all you're going to do is tap through the points one more time, starting with the eyebrow. You don't have to do the karate chop point anymore. You only do it the first time you start the tapping session, like I said, to prime your subconscious and to acknowledge and accept the statement. So you're going to go through it, how many of rounds you need to go through it until it's completely gone. So once you get to 0 and you've completely released the issue, some signs of that will be burping, yawning, laughing, giggling. Some people cry. So me, sometimes I'll cry and I'll yawn at the same time. In some cases, you may even feel lighter. Like, for example, with me, whenever I tap, in some instances, I can actually feel the emotions or the pain lifting while I go through the points and tap. Now that I've given you a basic introduction on tapping, I'd like to discuss the 3 other techniques that you can use in conjunction with or instead of the basic method of tapping. Try all 3 on your own and see which one works best for you. If you like all 3, then use all 3. The first method is the direct tapping technique, or it's also called name the event. So what you would basically do with this one is you would name, like say the fight with Julie, you would name that something else and then tap on it from there. So for instance, I would call the fight with Julie Fight Night with Julie. So example, Fight Night with Julie. I just couldn't understand what was going on. I just couldn't believe what happened. That fight night with Julie, it was just so horrible. I don't know what was going on with her. That fight night with Julie. Ooh, that fight night sucked. The second method is called the tell a story technique. So have you ever gotten upset and called your friend, your guy friend or your girlfriend, just to sit and vent and tell them about something bad that happened or something that you didn't like. That's exactly what tell the story technique is. So let me give you an example. Okay. Oh, Julie, let me tell you what happened with Julie last night. I was sitting at the party, she had invited me over, and then all of a sudden, she just gets an attitude and just starts talking to me all kinds of crazy and being very disrespectful, and I just don't know what was happening or what provoked that. The last technique for today is called the movie technique. With the movie technique, what you're going to do is close your eyes and visualize what's happening. And you can either speak about it as you see it in your mind, as you tap through the points, or you can be quiet and just visualize the movie and tap through the points. So I'll give you an example with me speaking out loud. Okay, so I'm at Julie's house. Julie walks into the room. Then we start having a discussion. And then there she is. She's starting to get an attitude. Then she's talking to me disrespectfully. I'm trying to rebut, but she won't let me talk. Example. Okay, my lovelies. Thank you for hanging on with me. If you've gotten this far, I'd like to thank you for watching the video. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to try out the techniques, because you never know, you'll be surprised when you try things, what will work for you and, what won't work for you. Okay, my lovelies, if you made it with me this far, I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to know whenever I make new videos. The way things are going now, I make videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever I release the new ones. And if you have an idea for a video that you'd like for me to make, please put it down in the comment box and I'll be happy to take a look at it. I look at all comments. So thank you. I wish you a fantastic day. Thank you again. I love you. Namaste.